The young man was sitting at the piano when Basil and Harry came into the studio. He was turned away from them, looking at a book of music, but he heard Basil's footsteps. Dorian spoke immediately. "Oh, Basil," he said, "do you have to work today? I don't want you to paint me today. I don't want a life-size portrait of myself." Then he turned and saw Harry. He stopped speaking. His face became red. "Oh, I didn't know you had a visitor." "Dorian," said Basil, "this is Lord Henry Wotton, a good friend of mine. We went to university together. I have told him that you like my painting of you, and now he won't believe me." "Nonsense, Basil," said Harry. "I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Gray." Harry and Dorian shook hands. Harry looked at Dorian Gray. Harry and Basil were both about 30 years old. Dorian was much younger. He was about 20, and he was very beautiful. His hair was blonde, his face was pale, and his eyes were bright blue. Basil did not want Harry to talk to Dorian. "Harry," he said, "I want to start painting now. Please will you go away?" Harry did not want to go. "Do you want me to go, Mr. Gray?" he asked. "I will go if you want me to go, or I will stay if you want me to stay." "Yes, do stay, Lord Henry," answered Dorian. "Mr. Gray wants me to stay, Basil," said Harry. "You don't mind if I stay, do you?" Basil wanted to please Dorian. "No, of course I don't mind. Please stay, Harry," he said. "But," Basil went on, "you must not listen to Harry, Dorian. He is never serious, and he says strange things. He changes people. He has a bad influence on people." "Harry, sit down," Basil continued. "Dorian, come and stand over here. And please don't move around too much. I want to finish your portrait today." Basil started to paint. Harry sat in the comfortable chair and smoked a cigarette. There was silence for a few minutes. Then Dorian spoke. "Are you a bad influence on people, Lord Henry?" he asked. "Do you make people change what they think and do?" "I cannot be a bad influence or a good influence," replied Harry, "because all influence is bad. It is bad to change a person. It is bad to give a person your thoughts and ideas." "Why?" asked Dorian. "Everybody is different from everybody else," answered Harry. "You must not influence a person. You must not make a person the same as yourself. You must live your own life. You must do everything that you want to do. You must enjoy life, the good things and the evil things. You must not worry about what other people think." Dorian was confused. Harry was wrong to say these things, but Harry was clever. He had a thin face and clever dark eyes. He had a beautiful slow voice. Dorian liked listening to Harry speaking. Dorian had never met anyone like Harry before. Harry did not speak again for a few minutes. He touched his small pointed beard and he watched Dorian. Harry knew Dorian was thinking about the things he had said. Basil continued painting. He had not listened to Harry talking. Suddenly, Dorian spoke. "Basil, I'm tired of standing here," he said. "I'm too hot. I want to go out into the garden." "Oh, Dorian, I'm sorry," replied Basil. "When I am painting, I think of nothing else. Yes, you can go into the garden. Harry, you go with Dorian. I'll go on painting." Harry and Dorian went out into the garden. Dorian was thinking about the things Harry had said. "Come and sit under the laurel tree," said Harry. "You must not get burned by the sun." So they sat on the long wooden seat. Dorian looked at the man who was sitting beside him. Harry was much older and cleverer than he was. "Why mustn't I get sunburned?" Dorian asked. "Your skin is pale. You mustn't get sunburned because you must take care of your beauty," said Harry. "You are young and you are beautiful, and youth is very valuable." Dorian looked at Harry's long white hands and listened to Harry's beautiful, slow voice. "One day you will be old," said Harry. "Your face will be wrinkled. You will be old and wrinkled and ugly. You will not be young, so you will not be beautiful anymore. And it will be too late to do anything interesting and exciting. So, Mr. Gray, you must enjoy life while you are young and beautiful. You must do everything you want to do. You must find out about life and people. You must not worry about what other people